Now, first and foremost, apologies for not being on camera. This should be the second day in a row. Unfortunately, we are having major technical difficulties in the studio, and I'm hoping we can resolve it either today, latest tomorrow, but I'm hoping today will be the final, because it is also affecting what I do and the delivery of what we are trying to send your way. Now, that aside, yesterday ODM and UDA could not believe what they were seeing. Babu, Owino, Edwin Sifuna, Wamuchomba and Kalebamisi all met in a private hotel for a meeting. Here are the images. And here's a subsequent video of the same. Now in this video, I want us to look into what this meeting was all about, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Now the first reason this group met was to secure their political futures. How so? By birthing a new party. And we know this because in Wamuchomba's post on X, she literally referred to this group as Kenya Moja. Here's her tweet, and I quote, "Catching up with the Kenya Moja team for tea," and she also tagged Sifuna, Babu, Owino, Kibagendi and Kalebamisi. So this Kenya Moja party is the safety net we've all been asking for, especially in the case of Babu, Owino and Edwin Sifuna. Because from what I hear, Sifuna will be dropped as ODM Secretary General, and to show him that the party is bigger than him, or rather to teach him a lesson, he will be denied the chance to defend his seat on an ODM ticket. So Sifuna currently needs a new party that can carry him across the finish line. I don't believe he has ambitions for governor. He still wants to go for the senatorial position. And I honestly believe the Senate is the best place for Sifuna to be. He does an exemplary job there. Now when you look at Babu Owino, it's the exact same thing. ODM is likely not going to field a candidate because they've supported Wamadimpos. But this new Kenya Moja party breathes life into their political aspirations. Because picture this, if Babu goes for governor using the exact same party as Edwin Sifuna, Nairobi will be completely locked from Sakaja and any other would-be challenger. This is a very big upset for ODM and UDA, you best believe it. How they're handling this information, I don't know, but having the two most popular people in the county meeting to form a new party, that is dangerous, especially for ODM. Now, second thing worth noting here, the presence of Kalebamisi from where I sit is a clear indicator that George Natembeya is also part and parcel of this team. And that's why you've seen Natembeya giving Eugene Wamalwa a very big headache in DAP party. Natembeya wants out because he has realized he's in a party which will not allow him to go for the presidency. The party has already endorsed Eugene Wamalwa, and that is his bargaining chip when he goes to sit with Rigiji, Martha Karua and others. And Natembeya cannot sit home and let Eugene Wamalwa go and negotiate. He wants to also be at that table. That is actually what he's been talking about all along. So now you connect the dots, you see Kalebamisi as part of this table. He is there to secure the interests of George Natembeya. In due time, I believe Natembeya will exit DAPK and he'll be joining hands with Sifuna, Babu Owino, Wamuchomba and other like-minded leaders. Now I know for DAP, Eugene Wamalwa and Natembeya met and they did a whole joint presser and whatnot, but you best believe there's issues there. I got to hear the Secretary General of DAPK, Awan Eseli Simiu, in a hot mic moment, saying that Natembeya amekuja sana na lazima watamjibu. Now he did say it in Luya, so many of you might not understand, but that's exactly what he said. My interpretation is right on the money. Here's the tip. So anywho, long story short, that's a clear indicator that Natembeya is well out of his way of DAP, and having Kalebamisi as part of that group lets you know where his interest will be. I honestly want them to form this party. We need someone who can come and revolutionize the political space, and especially a party that is comprised of young leaders. Hii chama inaweza field watu wengi sana. It might even defeat DCP if they are not careful. Now, one thing I can say about this meeting, it was so effective, so effective, that we've even seen Francis Atwoli complaining about it. Just check out this tweet, and I quote, "Clearly, Edwin Sifuna is out of order. As the ODM Party Secretary General, meeting rebels like Wamuchomba, Babu, Owino, Caleb Amisi, and Kibagendi Tony to discuss how they can disrespect Raila Odinga is outrageous. As I said, the end of Edwin Sifuna's political career is nigh." Now, here's what Kenyans had to say in response to Francis Atwoli. Karanja Njeri said, "What is awaiting these old political brokers? They will not believe. Mzee, just go and relax with your grandchildren if you even have. Shenzi sana." Imak Icon said, "We are the new political age. We will vote for principled politicians like Edwin Sifuna to the last man. And we have the youthful numbers. Dysfunctional dinosaurs like you ought to retire." Wizard of Oz said, "We mzee, siasa ilikushinda, ukaamua kugandamiza wafanyikazi, tulia upangwe." Jeff Osibia said, "Papa Atwoli, this is freedom of association. None of this group has ever disrespected Baba." Now, what say you guys? Do drop me your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. Now, with that, here's the ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Davidwafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing Davidwafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.